Get these glasses on. Get these glasses on. And get off the goddamn phone. Let me go ahead and get this started. Let's get this intermission. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is J Damage. I'm back again with another video. If you cannot hear me, let me know. And we done started a whole nother stream. I appreciate anybody that ends up checking this out. If you don't check it out, I completely understand. Right now, this is a time to be with your family, be with your friends. Today is Christmas Eve, and I completely understand. One thing that I always do right around this time of year is I just thank God for another year. A lot of people didn't make it this year. Always be thankful for the things you have. I know it ain't Thanksgiving, so we ain't giving thanks and all that wild shit, but because me personally, I don't really believe in that whole Christmas, Santa Claus, all that goofy shit, but I'm always the type of person I like celebrating my life and celebrating the people around me, because we don't have to be here. Always be thankful for the life and be thankful for the things that you do get. A lot of people aren't getting Christmas presents tomorrow. That's something that I want a lot of y'all to be grateful for. Be grateful that somebody thought about you and that somebody went out their way to drive all the way to the store, look around that store, or create something at their crib, however they do it. Somebody was thinking about you and put together a present and wrapped it up just for you. It's just the effort that counts, the effort that somebody cared about you and that God cared about you to give you another day to even enjoy this day. So I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope everybody is having a great Christmas Eve. I debated on getting on today because I thought to myself, like, if anything, I don't even think people really be wanting to, be watching no live shit around this time of the year. But I did want to just do something short and sweet for y'all. You know why I'm here, and just show y'all some love, man. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody that's checking this out. Even if you don't check this out today, whatever day you check this out on, I appreciate you. What we gonna do today is we just gonna do a very simple design, and I wanted to show y'all how to do a design with just the brush. If you notice, most of these videos that I've been doing, I haven't been showing y'all how to create things with just the brush tool on Adobe Illustrator. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and open this Adobe Illustrator. I'm gonna put that on the screen, and I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is to just use the brush tool. It's very simple. I actually would recommend it if you plan on doing cartoon designs. Get you a pen tablet. I always say get a Wacom brand pen tablet. Go ahead and get you a little pen tablet, for Christmas or just whenever, you know what I'm saying? Buy you a little pen tablet. The cheapest one I've seen is like $40. Go ahead and draw you something out on your computer, man. Use that brush tool. So let me go ahead and go back to my live, and I'm gonna show y'all. So let's go to the live scene. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and put this Illustrator in front of y'all faces. Boom. All right, you should be seeing Illustrator right there on your screen. I know I'm talking very smooth right now. I'm just not in a super silly mood right now. I'm just about to just get down to business and show y'all this real quick, and we can go ahead and get up out of here. So what I wanted to do is today we're gonna draw a present. I thought about doing Santa and all that type of shit, but I'm like, Santa, that's gonna take all goddamn day. I'm not trying to take up too much time this Christmas. This Christmas, I ain't taking up all your time. Hold on. Let's get in the Illustrator. Drag that in. Just like that. Drag it into your project. Like I always tell y'all, resize it. Hold down shift. Drag it down. Drag it down. Make sure you got it up in there. Once you get it up in there, go ahead and go to your layers panel. Double click on the layer 1. You see where that layer 1 is, where the words is? Just double click that. Boom. Oh shit. Excuse me. Don't double click on the words. Double click on the side of the words. You double click on the words, they're gonna think you're trying to rename it. So double click on the side. That layer menu is gonna pop up. Click on template. Drive it down to 30% or whatever percent you prefer to use. As soon as you do that, you should see it should become a little bit transparent. Go ahead and hit that plus symbol on the bottom right hand corner to start a new layer. Once you start that new layer, now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our brush menu. So click on that brush tool. If you look on the left side of the screen, if you look into your toolbar, you'll see a paintbrush symbol. Click on that paintbrush symbol. Once you click on that, go down to your color box. As you can see, it's 2 boxes, one open and one closed. Today we'll call them presents. You see the closed present, we're going to go ahead and turn that off. Hit that red line. And now click your open present. And then click on the color right under it. Change the color to black. We're going to make these outlines black. Now today, we're not going to use custom brushes. We're going to go ahead and use the stock brushes because I do know everybody cannot afford custom brushes. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the same method that we do with the pen tool, but this time we'll just be doing it with the brushes. If you've been following these videos, I've already showed y'all how to use that, but just for people who don't know, basically with the pen tools, that's what we use for the straight lines, and for the curvy lines, we use the pen tool and the curvature tool. Today we will only be using the brush. It'll be a lot simpler when you use the brush. So basically what we're going to do is I'm just going to do those lines. change your stroke to whatever size you want your brush to be, and then let's get to work. So let's go ahead. Now mind you, I'm not using a pen tablet. I'm just using my finger on the mouse. That's all I'm doing. Drag it down just like that. Boom. Now you see when I drag this line down, the line isn't all the way straight. If you want your lines to be all the way straight, what I want you to do is double click on your paintbrush. Double click on your paintbrush is going to bring up something called a paintbrush tool options menu. Once that menu pops up, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. You usually can't see these menu bars, but if you follow in my directions, you should be able to see this menu. Once this menu pops up, I want you to go to something called fidelity. Right under fidelity, it shows a scale that shows from accurate to smooth. I want you to drive that scale all the way up to smooth. Once you drive it up to smooth, hit OK. Boom. Now, if you notice, when we move the line now, you see the lines are straight. Even if I'm squiggly a little bit, it'll straighten out the line. If you notice that, just pay attention to that real quick. See that? Boom, I just strike, and look how straight that line is. Now I want to show y'all what it looks like when you don't have that on. So double click on the paintbrush, take your fidelity all the way down to where it's more accurate. So it's more accurate to where it shows what it looks like without it being perfect. So like now, this is what it looks like. I try to draw a straight line. Now look how squiggly that looks now. It looks like I don't know how to draw for shit. That's what it looks like when you're doing this and you're working with the brush menu without the fidelity being turned all the way up. Like I can show you, we could do some more lines. You see? I mean, I don't know, I kind of have a steady hand, but still, if you notice, the straight lines aren't as perfect, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that. So double click that brush menu. Make sure you turn it all the way up to smooth so we can get those straight lines just like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to work. Let's not get sidetracked. So let's go ahead and make that straight line. If you another easy way to make a straight line, if you don't know how to, is hold down Shift when you make a line. So let's hold down Shift, drag it down, boom. See that? Then you can use your selection tool to move that however you want to move it. Let's say you want to move it over. Let's say you want to, make it diagonal like that. If you want to make it accurate. So that's one line. Grab your paintbrush tool. Let's get to work. Another straight line. Boom. Let's do it again. Another straight line. Boom. Let's go ahead and get this box. Remember, we're overshooting the lines and we clean them up later. Boom. Now my line, sometimes even if I'm making lines and I'm moving my finger straight, sometimes it'll bend a little. If it bends a little, don't even worry about it. Just hit Command Z, undo it, and keep doing it until you get it right. See that? Just keep doing it till you get it right. Boom. I like that. Keep doing it until you get it right. Boom. If you hear any noise, don't worry about it. That's just my badass kids. They happy. They excited about Christmas presents. I remember when I was their age, I was excited too. All right. Now let's go ahead and get these lines for the bottom of the box. All right, that looks good to me. Let's get the top of the box lines. Okay. Like I said, if you mess up on the line, don't worry about it. Just hit Command Z, undo, do it again. Do not worry about making mistakes. The beautiful thing in these programs, if you make a mistake, you can easily fix it back. You got nothing to worry about. Okay, now we got all the box lines, right? So now let's go ahead and get the ribbon. So what we're gonna do is just follow the lines of the ribbon. Mind you, we're only doing everything with the paintbrush. If you notice, I'm just using my mouse. This is strictly my hands. I'm not doing no magic tricks, nothing crazy. This is literally just me doing this with my hands. That's just my finger moving I'm trying to move as smooth as possible. Trust and believe. I've been doing this a very long time, so sometimes I may move a little bit smoother than other people. But trust me, I'm not perfect either. Like, my hand be getting squiggly and shit when I be working on some of these projects. Like right now. Boom. And the good thing is about this, when you turn your fidelity all the way up, it cleans those lines up. All right, them noises start to get too loud in my kids' room. I'm gonna have to hop out this computer and go regulate. Hopefully not. All right, so we got everything put together. Let's go ahead and do those extra lines too. As you can see, I'm just using the paintbrush, not using nothing else. No pen tool, no curvature tool, nothing like that. Just all straight lines. Do not worry about these lines looking crazy. We're gonna clean all that up. Now with this square, I'm very tempted to use the pen tool and the curvature tool. But I made a promise to y'all, I'm not gonna use it. It's hard for me not to use it. I'm literally straining so hard not to use that shit, but it is what it is. I wanted to just show y'all this. So let's go ahead, boom, come back around, and close that gap, just like that. And as you see, we have did this whole thing now without using any pen tool or curvature tool. Everything is being done this type of way. Now let's say you've used your paintbrush and you want to clean it with the pen tool and the curvature tool. Understand, you can still do that. Let's say you did all paintbrush lines and you look at this and you're like, you know what? I want to clean this up because I don't like how spiky this is. I want this to look exactly like this one. You could either copy and paste this other one to make that perfect, and copy and paste, right click, and then click transform, and then reverse that vertically, and just do it like that. Or what you can do is grab like your curvature tool and you can go ahead and make adjustments, but we're not going to do that today. We're doing only paintbrush. So now that we have that like that, we can go ahead and make our decisions on our lines. We can either use custom brushes to change these lines to paint brushes, or we could just leave it like that. Today, we're gonna leave it just like this. What we are gonna do though is adjust these lines and make some of them bigger than the other. So some of these lines I'm gonna make a little bit thicker. So by the time we get to color and everything, we can see the distinct difference of what each line is and how more important certain lines are than others. Let's take that to 2. Just keep that like that. I think that might be good. This might look a little bit funny, but it is what it is. Nah, keep those skinny. Let me make sure nobody has commented or said anything. Let me just make sure. Nope, nobody has said nothing on Facebook. Let's check YouTube. I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you. Nope, YouTube, we're good. We're gonna check one more source, which is Twitch. Let's check Twitch. Twitch, I don't see anything. Okay, we good, y'all. Let's move on. Let's move on. I want y'all to spend some time with your family. I ain't gonna keep you all day. If you can see this screen right now, you see we have our line work the way that we wanted to do, and we do the exact same process that we did yesterday. This is the process that you do when you use regular brushes, not custom brushes. Custom brushes is a different process. So select your whole project, just like that. Go to the top of the screen, hit Object, Group. Go back to the top of the screen, Object, Expand Appearance. Back to the top of the screen, Object, Expand. Then go to the right side of the screen, go to the Pathfinder. You should know this is in the right side toolbar menu. That's vertical going down. Go to the very bottom menu, click on that Pathfinder. Then I want you to click Divide. If you guys remember what you do, once you click Divide, you start getting rid of all those excess lines. If you start hitting these lines and deleting them, and they're deleting, it doesn't delete the entire project, that means you just follow my directions in the correct manner. So let's go ahead and just get rid of these lines. Just click them, delete. Click, delete button. Click, delete button. That's all you do. And if you want to delete more at one time, one point, blah, blah. If you want to delete more at a time, hold Shift and select more of them. Boom, 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 boom. As soon as you feel like you grabbed enough, go ahead and hit delete. Look at that. Erased all of those, all in one get. So let's just go ahead and just keep erasing. Keep erasing. If I'm not mistaken, this bow is in front. Okay, this bow is in front. I just don't want to get confused. Okay, so that is in front of the bottom. That is, no, and that bottom, and this ribbon is in front of, okay. Almost confusing me with that shit. Let's go ahead and get rid of these lines. Boom, boom. Make sure you get close up. Get whatever access lines that you need to get. This isn't going to look exactly like that because we are not using custom brushes. Remember that. If we were using custom brushes, we can make it look exactly like this original design. But on this, we're not doing that. We're just using only the brush tool. Just to, oh shit. Remember, if you fuck up, Command Z. That's all we're doing. We're getting rid of these access lines. Making sure we got this right. Y'all know the crazy thing, man? Last night, I had a dream I was living in a mansion. It was crazy, man. It was so real. Like, it was tripping me out, man. I had a dream I lived in a mansion, and in my mansion, it was like a deck. Like in the back, like, because I'm like upstairs in the mansion, and I'm like sitting on this deck in the mansion. As I'm sitting on the deck, it's like white sheets all over the deck. Like white sheets like flowing in the wind and shit. And I'm up there and I'm with a whole bunch of people I don't even know. This shit was crazy. I woke up like, wow, almost as if that dream was trying to give me a sign or something. It was very weird. All right, let's continue, y'all. Right now we're getting rid of all these access lines. Well, let me see. Yeah, because that bottom was in front. So make sure you check your work. Okay, boom, that's behind that, so let's get rid of these. Make sure you're deleting the proper things. If you mess up, remember, Command Z. Command Z. Okay, so we got all the lines. No, we don't. See? That's why you got to pay attention. Almost forgot this shit. Nigga, almost forgot. Let's see. Okay, cool. As you can see, look. Oh, shit, did I forget anything? It looked like I might have deleted one of the lines. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm on point. I'm on point. You know, sometimes I'll be messing up, but I'm on point. The original color of this is, what is that, red and gold? We're going to do green and red. You know, let's just get ourselves in the Christmas spirit. Let's get ourselves in the Christmas spirit. So this is what we going to do. Let's go ahead and, I mean, if you've been following my videos, you already know once we get to this point, once we feel like we are finished with the line work, like I always say, zoom in and make sure there are no access lines. Look at that. Almost forgot. See, y'all ain't paying attention. You ain't paying attention. Almost forgot. See, look. Always zoom in and check. Make sure you ain't forgot nothing. All right. But like I said, once we get to this point, once we feel like all the lines are done, what you do is grab your selection tool, select the whole thing. Boom. Once the whole thing is selected, what I need you to do is go to the top of the screen, click on Object, scroll down to Live Paint, then click on Make. If you're not, I mean, if you're watching me on Facebook, you cannot see these certain things that I'm doing, but do not worry. Once you open Illustrator and you follow these directions, you will see everything that I'm talking about. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead and just start coloring this design. So we said we're going to make this green and red. Let's make the box green. Let's try to find a Christmas green. So double click on your color box on the left side of the screen. Then choose you a good Christmas green. Boom. Let's click OK. Click your live paint bucket tool. If you did this right, once you hover over your project, you will see those red lines. See? When I hover over, you see that red, you see those red lines. Let's go ahead and start coloring that in. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit. Undo. Command Z, undo. Boom. So once you start filling in the colors, you see all those colors that ain't filled in. Don't be scared. Just fill those in. You ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't did nothing wrong. Excuse me. Fill those in. Okay, once we have all of those filled in, now let's start filling in the reds, that red ribbon. Let's get a good Christmas red. There we go. Fill in all those extra spaces. Make sure there's no white in there. Let's go ahead and get that done real quick. Told y'all it ain't gonna take long. Let's get all that filled in. And just to be unique in my own way, I'm gonna go ahead and color the inside of these ribbons a darker red, just to signify those are the insides of the ribbon. You know, but make sure you do whatever you like when you work on your project. Do whatever you feel like you need to do to get this to look as good as possible. Double click on my color menu, on my color box, excuse me. Drag the red down, and let's click inside of there. Boom. Okay, cool. And that is it. That is how you create a project with literally nothing except for the pen tool. I mean, no, excuse me. I'm so used to the damn pen tool. I keep saying this shit. I mean, this is how you do the complete project with just using the brush. Use your brush to do your line work. Once you get everything put together, I mean, I'm gonna go through the steps of everything I just did. I used the brush, chose the line menu, made sure the brush's strokes were black. I changed the fidelity of the brush to make sure the brush was making straight lines. I did not add any custom brushes. As you've seen, I drew all the lines to where they were intersecting each other. I grouped everything, I expanded everything, and then I divided everything. I used the right selection tool to erase all the excess lines, selected the whole project, object make, in order to add color. And then what I did was I grabbed the live paint bucket tool, painted in everything, and now we have what we have. See, I told you I'm sharp with this shit. Do this every day. So what I want you to do is if you watch this video and you have any questions, do not hesitate to either comment, DM me, inbox me on whatever platform you have to, and just say, hey, Jay, I was following your instructions. I ended up getting lost. I went astray. I need some help. And I'll do whatever I can to try to give you as much information as I can to make sure I can lead you in the right direction. And just in case you may need me to work with you one-on-one, understand, all you got to do is slide me a couple dollars. I will work with you until you get this shit that I'm doing. So I want to say I appreciate everybody who's watching this video. Merry Christmas Eve right now, and then Merry Christmas for tomorrow once you spend Christmas with your family. And if y'all could do one thing, if y'all can make one promise to me, the only thing I'm asking y'all to do is be good to the people around you and make sure you give something to somebody else instead of always worrying about yourself. Y'all have a good day. I'll make sure I talk to y'all. I'm probably not going to do a video tomorrow. I will probably be doing a video the day after Christmas. So I love y'all, and I thank y'all for checking this out. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. All right.